Hey, what's happening everyone? It's your boy, the MC10 from Freeside 10 Tiger01, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter 10 Tiger01. Right, I'm here to give you my thoughts on the second match between Bangladesh and South Africa, the second test match, 2017, in what was one of the worst performances I have seen from Bangladesh in a very, very, very long time. I mean, hell, you can maybe say take this, even before 2007, when Habibul Bashar was the captain. You can take this back even before that. This performance was that bad. But and listen, you all know me, one of the most die-hard Bangladesh cricket fans. But if they screw up, I'm not gonna cut them any slack. If they screw up, I'm gonna point it out right as it is. What surprised me the most is Mushfiqur Rahim's fucking attitude. The Bag Mama, Uncle Tiger, became the Hash Mama, Uncle Duck. The way he was acting like a fucking crybaby, saying that, oh, we're not this, and oh, it's the management for. Listen, the management doesn't tell you to screw up your batting. Remember last time when you said, you can't expect me to wicket keep for 150 overs, and then you can't expect me to wicket keep for such a long time. Expect me to bat number 4. Okay, don't wicket keep. We'll find somebody else to wicket keep for you. You just focus on your batting. Did you do that? No. And listen, I predicted this before. Bangladesh were getting spoiled by home conditions. This is exactly what we saw here. They did not learn from New Zealand. Bangladesh were getting spoiled by all these rank turners and whatnot, slow and low wickets where they can excel. Once the wicket has pace and bounce, there you go. And look, the Bangladeshi bowlers, they're not the pace bowlers. Look, maybe I didn't make this clear enough, but here's the thing about Mustafizur Rahman. Mustafizur Rahman is the bowler who excels in spinning conditions more than swinging conditions. Because Mustafizur Rahman, he's a guy who will beat you more off the pitch than in the air. People should have realized that. Rubul Hussain, sorry, I'm very disappointed in you. Should have done better. Should have done much better. Yeah, granted, Bangladesh, they're coming in weak as well, but this amount of dismal performance, believe it or not, there is a positive here. I will get to it. But this sort of dismal performance, where even the South African captainer taking shots at you, say, what the fuck are you playing? What the fuck is this shit? And even the South African great Sean Pollock, like, what the fuck did you guys train for? What were you thinking when you came to South Africa and you're playing a fucking bullshit game like this? You're playing so horrible like this. Yeah. Now this is an attack on everyone, including the BCB, including the coaching staff. When people like Faf du Plessis and Sean Pollock said, like, what the fuck are you training them for? Like, this is the training you got before you came to South Africa, to South African soil to play cricket? Let that sink in. Okay, as for, look, the Bangladeshi bowlers, they obviously have no idea how to bowl in these conditions. They have no idea how to bowl in these conditions. Ah, and this is why, man. You could have had like a lot of innovative training techniques at home. Although South Africa, facility wise, yeah, despite Bangladesh's growth, South Africa facility wise is far more advanced than Bangladesh. Still, you expect better than this, man. Okay, the bowlers did not know what to do, and the bowlers they were trying to play like a one day mode. And here Chandika Singh, I gotta call you out a little bit on this one. When you tell them to play their natural game, at one point the opposition will figure out the chinks in the armor of this natural game. At that point, the players have to learn how to adapt. We did not see that adaptability here. And this is why I did not regard the Sri Lanka win as an away win. The Sri Lanka conditions are quite similar to Bangladesh. They are very similar to Bangladesh, the Sri Lankan conditions. So, I mean, away Bangladesh still have a lot of improvement to do. Let's put it this way: Bangladesh right now, they are right now in tests where they were 10 years ago, 10 maybe 9 years ago in ODIs, where they used to occasionally win a match here, here or there. 10 years ago, in terms of tests, Bangladesh where they were in their ODIs 6 years ago, like 2001, where they barely even competed. Okay, now let's talk about the batsmen. I've watched parts of this game. What I noticed about the South African bowlers, especially like, and by the way, shout out to Kajisu, Kahiso Rabara, 100 wickets. Shout out to you, man. Man, you absolutely killing it out there. Killing it out there like a beast. So hopefully, like you can stick around this team for a very, very long time. A lot of future. But notice something. First of all, a lot of the batters, they got out trying to play the leg glance. What does this mean? This means they misread the pace and the bounce. And that's what did them in. Not necessarily the line, the length and the bounce. Because the South African bowlers, they knew how to generate bounce from very awkward heights. The Bangladeshi pace bowlers, who I'll say is perhaps the weakest pace attack in Test cricket right now, maybe second only to Zimbabwe. Like Zimbabwe only, maybe they have a weaker pace attack, but Bangladesh, having the weakest pace attack right now. First of all, what did you expect? Guys, I still think Bangladesh are going to have a winless series. They're going to lose everything, including the warm-up. They're going to lose it. And even if they win the warm-up, it doesn't matter. Officially, they're going to lose everything. Especially what matters, the Tests and the ODIs. For me, the T20s don't matter. Yeah, the Tests and the ODIs, they're going to lose everything. So, like I said, their bowlers, but the Bangladesh pace bowlers did not know how to do this. Their bowlers, at least having, exploiting home conditions, they knew how to exploit the pace and bounce, the varying pace and bounce here in Bloemfontein. because have you seen the indecisiveness of Bangladesh with the short pitch bowling? You did not see this indecisiveness in in previous Test matches. This means that the South African Pacers were varying the length of their balls very well and setting up the batsmen to lose or to give up the wickets. South Africa weren't they were very good, but they weren't perfect. Like there was a time where like there's like a there's somewhat of a comeback, or so it would seem, by that partnership between Mahmudullah Riyad and Lytton Das. But once that was broken, it all went downhill from there. And like I don't think a lot of the wickets came through swing. A lot of the wickets came through pace, came through bounce, and came through the exploitation of more length than line. These are the details the Bangladeshi bowlers need to learn. And Courtney Walsh, get your fucking head out of your ass and teach them something. I'm surprised, with someone like Courtney Walsh in the mix, we're not getting this. We're not getting this sort of insight. And another thing of the mindset. Look, first of all, Mushfiqur Rahim should not, if he's not the keeper, he should not get out of the inner circle. No. Why? Because Mushfiqur Rahim, at least one thing he does, he gives his bowlers a lot of feedback. Go back and watch all the other matches where he was captaining. Notice how much feedback he gives his bowlers. And go to this match and notice the lack of feedback Lytton Das gave to his bowlers. Lytton Kumar Das gave to the bowlers he was keeping too. You'll see a big problem there. So if Mushfiq is not the keeper, Mushfiq should not leave the inner circle so that he can give this feedback to his bowlers. Okay, now, given all the negatives out the way, and trust me, this is one of the most, look, this in all regard was humiliation. In all regard was absolute humiliation. But now, let's move on to, and the BCB, take very good note of this. Okay, take very close note of this and do what's necessary. I will get to the captaincy issues in a later video. But here's the positives. The only positive is that this team was lacking in more, you can say, I won't say seasoned, you can say more leader skilled experience in the shape of Tamim and Shakib. Although Mushfiqur Rahim has been around pretty much as long or perhaps even longer, Tamim and Shakib seem a bit more seasoned than Mushfiq or Shakib. Because somehow you feel Mushfiq and Shakib did not necessarily learn too much. No, sorry, Mushfiq did not necessarily learn as much as he could have. But Tamim and Shakib, they look like the people who want to, like, who are not gonna do shit like a thing. Especially Tamim. Like I said, I'll get to that in a later video. But given that these players were exposed to pressure from a dominant team, these are the things that make and break players. Let's just hope and this is just a hopeful possibility, not a certainty, a hopeful positive, not a certain positive. Let's just hope that people like Rubul Hussain, people like Taskin Ahmed, Mustafizur Rahman, Tajul Islam, who I actually think he should not be a frontline left arm spinner. I actually think if you need a second left arm spinner, bring back Abdul Razak. Absolutely bring back Abdul Razak. Okay. Like even people like Shamo Sharkar and whatnot. There's a feature, especially in Test cricket, on learning how to handle pressure. Also in ODI cricket, but especially in Test cricket, learning how to handle pressure. Not only negative pressure, positive pressure as well. Trust me, this loss fucking hurt, yo. And this is the last Test match of 2018. So they're ending 2018 with 3 consecutive losses in a row. This is not good. None of them are draws, all of them consecutive losses. One worse than the other, by the way. So, hopefully, after a bit of a break from Test cricket, they can actually get their heads out their asses and re-establish themselves on who they are, reassess and re-establish themselves on who they are based on what's their capability. Okay, my suggestion: if you have time in December, schedule a 2 Test match series against Ireland or Afghanistan, so that you know exactly where your team stands. The following days will be interesting in terms of what transpires as a result of this Test match in Bangladesh cricket. Alright guys, let me know what your comments are in the comment section below, and let me know how do you see this team improving. The improvement is very slow in Test compared to ODI. It's there, but it's very, very, very slow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to comments and suggestions. It's the end of the time on the side. The Bengal Dragon signing out.